baseball. It is said it's just a game. True. And the Grand Canyon's just a hole in Arizona.
Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
His scenario. We about to be the one chasing everything.
Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Did you quit?
Bottom of the eighth. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
You guys gonna keep playing or what? Get him. Get him, Victoria. Get his ass. Get him. Attack. Get him. Get him. Get him, girl. Get him.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jumbos. Eddie Butler, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Robert Webb. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
A little roller toward the hole. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Standing in, Douglas Haley. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Lester has a play. He's got it one away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
In now, Chris Stanley. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 3-0 offering, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away. Now to the plate, Tom Corson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Webb on second. Stanley at first, one gone. Pickoff move to second, and he'll dive back in safely. Now a spin and another throw back to second, and the runner back safely. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Oh, but the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush this throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made it better.
Striding in, Jacob Henneman. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one.
Do some work. Turn that bitch off and George. Damn, what's that fat ass protein? Just sitting on deck, shoot, get the switch. Chase a check. Chase a bitch. Fucking mask off.
Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. In there, a base hit. The throw into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Now at the plate, Robert Webb.
Robert Webb.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. The Smokies lead it 2-1. Into the box now, Darren DeMaria. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Leading off the inning, Robert Webb, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kirkland is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Now at the plate, Robert Webb. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Robert Webb.
Come on, big guy. See that?
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
See it up. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Now at the plate, Douglas Haley.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly. What this guy is going to move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Hey, here we go, big guy. Waiting for yours. Yeah, see it, have it.
Runner's on his way to third. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to.
Digging in to try it again, Robert Webb. He singled his last time up.
Robert Webb.
Get your pitch here, squared up.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And there's out number one. Riding in once again, Sean Smart. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap. It should be extra bases. Navarro rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely in. Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. Jacksonville rode an important 6th inning. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Ought to be a good one here between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Randy Rosario, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Center fielder, Robert Webb.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change, and this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Tom Corson.
A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Now in the box, Robert Webb. He reached on a single in his first try.
Webb.
First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Webb is very likely going to be an all-star this year, at least according to the vote totals. He came into today leading all center fielders in the league.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
1-2, here it comes. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Smokies are on top, 1-0. Ready now, Robert Webb, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Byrne at second. Haley on at first with 2 down. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Hey, let it rip one time. Come on, let it rip right here.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Hit hard toward the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run scores. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around.
Digging in once again, Robert Webb. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
The 1-2. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He did miss.
At the plate, Robert Webb. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone.
Yeah, baby. Both sides of the plate.
Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Oh, yeah, it's not even a power hitter.
They still have the bottom of the ninth to try and stage a comeback. But one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road. Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game. And it took 6 here to get the job done. But, hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. David Batista gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Contact swings. That's what my shit was. Once in a while, I do the Griffey stamps. I could do that shit on both sides of the plate, though.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the Smokies, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next. Rob Franco will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Robert Webb, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games.